if we bring that back to the market now, I think everyone watching this would agree that it's very, very candidate driven. There's a lot of jobs out there. There's a massive shortage of candidates across most, more so in technology, and data science in particular. So over the last 18 months, 2 years, we've seen salaries increase. We've seen almost full employment in technology. We've a lack of people coming into the country because of the restrictions and zero. Um, how has the pandemic affected salaries in your area, John? And again, what do you think will happen moving forward?
So the pandemic, again, for the reasons I've explained earlier, in terms of there has been a reluctance for candidates to move, just because of the pandemic, like in a lot of different domains, and but there's still a retained need for those people from employers. For that reason, salaries have increased quite steadily, with definitely a little bit of a spike towards
Mm,
the second half of last year, as it became clear that this isn't a 6 month pandemic, this is a
yeah,
year and a half pandemic. That kind of realization hit with everybody, but including employers, and everybody went after the little talent that was in the market at the time. So
yeah,
in order to attract those people, it came down to money, yeah, as it always does. It really, there's a lot of other kind of factors involved, of course, but ultimately it does come down to money at the end of the day. So they've definitely steadily risen, even taking into account the I suppose the inflation as well, taken that into account. I would say between 10 and 15% over the last 18
well,
months, salary increase across all areas of data, especially in
massive.
data science. Huge. And it's not slowing down. Um,
Mm,
we're seeing candidates get offered, 20, sometimes 25% on their base salary, not taking into account any of the other benefits and
yeah.
bonuses, etc. And that's not unusual. It is definitely the exception to the rule, but it's not unusual. It's becoming increasingly more expected out there. So, salary is always going to be a major factor for any job seeker, and it always will be. And there are definitely other factors as well. Interesting projects
Yeah.
being probably top of the line. Location used to be number one, even above salary, but that's a whole different conversation, I
Mm,
think. Um, so more interesting projects, you're dealing with people who are naturally analytical, naturally like to be challenged, don't want to be sitting around at a computer doing the same thing day in, day out. They want variability and variety. So
mm,
those projects are going to be absolutely key. If you're a company or an employer who has really interesting projects, leveraging the newest technologies, the newest tools, the newest whatever it may be, then that's going to be a real unique selling point as
yeah.
well. So all of those things, whilst they are important, salary still remains top.